Welcome, everyone, to the Talking with Tarashuk podcast. My name is Will Tarashuk. That's T as in Thomas, Arashuk. And Christopher, it's officially time you can laugh at that intro.
It sounded like the most basic podcast intro ever, but I loved it.
Basic podcast intro. That's the first time anyone's ever, dissed my intro. That's all me, baby.
All you.
All that, the voices. The only thing I didn't do is edit and mix. That was all Christian, man behind the board. This is the Talking with Tarashuk podcast, the unknown, unnamed nonsense edition with myself, Will Tarashuk, Christian, man behind the board, and my cousin, Christopher Tarashuk, who is a Twitch streamer. And we're going to have some fun. We're going to talk some shit. So, Christian, how are you, my friend? What's up?
Doing well, man. I'm ready to get into it. Took a little time on the setup here. We're doing different things. We're bringing people into the studio now, so I'm glad we figured that out.
Yeah, we're still trying to kind of figure out how the best way to do two people in studio setup, and looking at my camera angle needs to be adjusted a little bit. We'll do that next week. It's fine. I'll deal with it. I love it. Christopher, you're my cousin.
I am your cousin.
You were my cousin. So the last time we had Michael on, who was also my cousin, but you did a little bit of a different vibe than Michael.
Well, Michael is the traveling pierogi. I don't get around as much as our lovely pierogi brethren, but I definitely get up to some different shenanigans.
I low-key kind of thought this podcast thing and Christopher would be a perfect guest, and it was just a matter of time, so here we are. I guess, I don't know. Introduce yourself.
You were wrong, first of all. Can I plug myself here,
Yeah,
too?
no, do it now at the end.
So,
who the fuck are you?
Exactly.
Who are you?
So, I'm Chris. I'm William's cousin by blood, sadly. Yeah, we hang around at family gatherings and talk a lot of shit because sometimes it's a struggle getting through those gatherings.
Shit needs to be talked. That's why.
Exactly. I also stream on Twitch under Paper or Gaming. That's POG for short. You'll see that in my lovely logo. And I just do stupid shit. Usually battle royales. I figure it out. I'm a lumberjack and a college student, so I spent my entire day today splitting wood, and my head is still ringing, and my hands are still moving logs as we go. I just felt like a machine today. I was listening to other podcasts. I should have been putting on the Talking with Tarashuk next time.
Yeah, you should have known me getting into all the questions that are going to be asked, but I did share the question with you. So, Christian, man behind the board. First question.
I didn't read shit.
That's fine.
First question. Dumbest fortune cookie of all time.
Oh, what's the dumbest fortune cookie you ever got?
That I've ever gotten.
Can you remember that far back?
I can't even. I don't know why I asked this one.
I haven't gotten any. Okay, no.
When's the last time you had a fortune cookie?
Last night. So
what did it say?
It's some stupid. Hang on, let me get into that. So fortune cookies piss me the hell off lately because, okay, first of all, none of them are ever fortunes. They're always some trying to be wise shit, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna start a fortune cookie company, and I need to patent this.
Like Peter Griffin?
Basically, but it's just gonna be shit fortunes. It's gonna be you're gonna get hit by a bus tomorrow. So the people who genuinely believe that these fortune cookies are telling fortunes, get a good scare.
You will find true love on Flag Day. That is the best fortune cookie that has ever been, because that was a Simpsons bit. That was a episode of The Simpsons where Mr. Burns had to find true love on Flag Day. And that's why Flag Day is my favorite holiday outside of Christmas and Halloween and Thanksgiving and any other real holiday.
I see. There's some real holidays that are pretty lackluster though, like Easter. That rabbit. Okay,
I don't want to get into the Catholic Church.
No. So we're not gonna attack the Catholic Church. We're gonna attack the rabbit that shits out candy for little children.
And eggs.
Have you ever?
It lays eggs.
This is true. That's a chicken's job. So have you ever seen those old school photos of Easter bunnies that look like the stuff of nightmares? It's okay. So I don't remember where I first saw this, but one night I just kind of went down a rabbit hole of fucked up costumes.
There's a pun right there. Good one, Christian.
I'm just a natural. So I was looking up Santas, old Easter bunnies, old whatever it may be. People just dressed up in costumes for the mall. And some of these Easter bunnies were terrifying. It's not a Ralphie from A Christmas Story looking all cute.
The pink one?
Yeah, I mean Thomas, but...
Yes, Thomas.
But it's these nightmarish animatronic looking things, something Five Nights at Freddy's would have been based off.
You guys ever seen Happy Tree Friends?
Oh my god.
What is Happy Tree Friends?
Happy Tree Friends is basically these bunnies and animated stuffed animals that they appear to be super sweet, and then they get in an accident of some sort where their head gets ripped off or a lawnmower's coming. It's really gory, but it's with these like almost like Easter rabbit, Easter bunny kind of things.
Sounds like the Veggie Tales.
So it's really fucked up. I know
it's really gory,
but they all have like different
all too much.
characters. They have a bunch of different characters. So there's like a moose with an upside down antler who's just meant to be a dipshit.
Like so Bullwinkle.
There's like a happy
you know the character
rabbit, not very well. And
I didn't.
I know these three. And then there's like a green, I think it's a teddy bear who's meant to be like an old soldier with PTSD. And this is the one episode of Happy Tree Friends I really remember. Don't remember what it's called. I just remember they're doing happy tree friend things, being happy, being friends. And all of a sudden, Sarge, that's what I'm going to call him because I don't remember what the hell the teddy bear's name is. Sarge gets some flashbacks. And so he tears the head off, I don't remember which, maybe it was a rabbit, maybe it was like a baby chicken. And he just starts going on a rampage. And it's some of the most disturbing shit you'll ever see. And I'm sure parents have showed like kids it thinking, oh, Happy Tree Friends, this seems like a lovely thing for my kids to watch on YouTube. And then it wasn't.
And then it wasn't. That's a hell of a fortune cookie.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a hell of a fortune. Okay, so
you'll find your Happy Tree Friends. Was
back
the worst
back
fortune.
back to the original prompt. The worst fortune cookie. It's worst or the best. I'm gonna let you guys decide. If you're still hungry, grab another fortune cookie.
That's actually pretty solid. I think I'd take another.
Right?
One.
That's pretty clever, right? It's the only one I ever remember.
You've actually gotten that
that's
one.
That's an actual fortune cookie I actually got from an actual Chinese place in Braintree, Massachusetts.
Good for you, man.
Yeah, it's the only.
I mean, I can't remember a single fortune cookie. I just, like Christopher said, it's just like, what the hell is this? Like, this isn't like. I feel like fortune cookies instead should either have something like kind of just that's gonna fuck up your day.
Yeah,
yeah, or call them motivation cookies. There's no
or
fortunes.
or like an affirmation.
It's like
you're like or even something just like you're loved. Simple.
That's a solid idea. It's gonna make you more money than podcasting.
I don't know who's
does.
reading this.
And then it's gonna be better than riddles that like people just can't understand. You know, just say something nice.
You get a riddle, some magic numbers, and like a word that's translated. That's what you get.
Speaking of magic numbers, what are your thoughts on... Okay, yeah, now I'm asking questions.
Yeah,
that's fine.
The way it goes.
That's where the cookie crumbles.
So what do you think about that guy from like Iowa or Idaho, whatever the I state was, that won the like $1 billion
Illinois.
Mega
Illinois. So, yeah, so he won $1.28 billion, but only took home $400 million because of taxes. Wow. So the meme was... congratulations to the IRS for winning the Powerball.
Yeah, seriously.
Facts.
Well, here's the thing, right? I'm glad you brought this up because this exposes the scam that is the lottery, especially Powerball, right? Because it's always been like that. It's always been taxed at like 60%, maybe depending on the state. But I think it's federal and state tax they have to pay. So in total, the person took home about $450 million, but still, hell of a payday.
Especially for spending what, like $2? Like if you're, if you're bitching about that,
I mean,
that's
it's
stupid.
just crazy. It's still crazy though.
It is crazy.
It's like when, like really successful artists, they complain about their deals because it's like you could actually see what they would have made, what the record company's taking versus what they're paid. But if, it's like Madonna's complaining, and it's like you're rich as hell. It's one of those things. But like the house always wins.
Yeah, house always wins. I just take this as another way to blame the government for things and be mad at the government because I love being mad at the government. But yeah, like why did the government get all this money? Because reasons, really. Yeah. They didn't do anything. And again, neither did that guy do anything. The guy won. So congratulations to him. And yeah, thank God for memes for exposing the Powerball for being a tax. It's a giant fraud.
I mean, the fact that people are really only hearing about stuff like that through memes, like I didn't even know it was one until I saw it in memes. I feel like that says a lot about like not just like your generation and like my generation, but just kind of everyone growing up now, because you'll see a lot of opinions just start formulating strictly based around memes. And I am so guilty of this. Like a few years ago.
Did you buy GameStop because of memes?
No, I wish I did though, because I started hearing about the memes like when it was real low before, like, and I was like, I thought about it. I'm like, I should chuck like $1,000 into this in case this meme takes off.
Just in case.
And then, you know, the rational side of me was like, that's stupid. And instead I spent that on a Twitch setup that definitely didn't have the same payout, but it's had some great emotional effects on me. And I love my little dipshits.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. So yeah, Powerball. Front of the Powerball. Christian, what's the next question?
Oh, wait, but hang on. Before we move on. So do you know where the lottery like started all in all?
These are good questions.
Like the
the origins of the lottery. I have no idea what the origins of the lottery are.
The fucking mafia.
Oh, yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
The mafia.
Elaborate.
Okay, so I'm not...
Put that camera on him.
I believe that.
Okay, so I'm not super well versed on this, but it started with, I think, the New York Mafia offering it up as something, and like factory workers would come pay into it, and the Mafia would be taking a lot of money, obviously, and then pay out to someone once they win. And that's where it started, and it grew into this big thing where now it's a statewide thing, but it all started with the Mafia and poor people trying to make money off that, and they realized, we can take a lot of poor people's money this way.
Oppression.
Yeah,
that's wow.
I look into that a bit.
I believe every word of that. It all comes from the mafia. It's like the most innovation in this country comes from organized crime or pornography.
It's a racket.
Yeah,
it is a racket. All the rackets.
Wait. Explain how the Wright brothers were either pornographers or part of the mafia.
Well, I'm just saying.
Flight.
I didn't say flying.
No, you said most innovation.
I said a lot of.
This is a big innovation.
A lot of innovation either comes from illegal activities or pornography,
or trying to get around,
or a recession.
Or recession.
A recession.
Yeah.
Entrepreneurs, great ideas, recessions.
So like, you know how the whole metaverse is going to be a big thing?
Never going to be a thing.
It's totally going to be a thing, but what they're not telling you is that porn's been already doing this for the past like 5 years. VR porn's already a thing.
Okay, VR porn, it was going to take off no matter what, but like metaverse.
But the porn industry has definitely changed and shaped a lot of other industries.
I'm going into crime if the metaverse really takes over, because if you're there in your headset enjoying your like penthouse suite in a rundown apartment, it's like, all right, I'm taking your TV. What are you gonna what are you gonna do? Like, you're there, you're like, yeah, I'm living this lavish life.
I'm just gonna go steal your shit.
I'm just gonna rob you of everything but the VR stuff, and you're not even gonna notice because you're gonna be too busy playing with your anime waifu's titties in the metaverse.
You're gonna be there with like glasses over your face, not knowing what's going around.
No pants on. I'm gonna walk in like
nowhere at all.
Take your shit and leave.
And then I come back to the road and be like, well, might as well go back until I die.
Yeah, seriously.
He's like, I'm way more wealthy in the metaverse.
It's like Ready Player One, which is a movie I still need to see, and I'm ashamed that I haven't seen it.
It's all right. I enjoyed it.
I feel like there's a lot of movies I kind of have gotten stuck on that route with, though. Like, I watched Anchorman for the first time 3 days ago.
How was that possible?
Exactly. I just kind of fall behind.
The movie came out in 2004.
Yeah, but I was also, like, child. Like, my parents didn't want me to see stuff like that. Then, you know, they got divorced, and Mom's house was we don't watch anything inappropriate.
Wait, you were
Dad's house I was growing up on, South Park, and I found my way to Live League. Yeah.
Ah.
So even if I saw Anchorman as a 3-year-old, I don't gain consciousness till I'm like 5 to 7.
Yeah, but dude, you've been an legal adult for you've been able to see R-rated movies for 4 years now.
Oh yeah,
for the last 4 years.
I mean, pandemic, like, come on. Like,
right?
Theaters,
no,
like,
there's a lot of stuff
there
I got into.
You know, in the last 3 or 4 years, theaters haven't really been booming.
You can skip Anchorman too.
Yeah, I've always been more of a show person rather than movie. The only movies I really like religiously will watch are Star Wars and
that's because
Marvel.
movies suck now.
Yeah, we covered this last week.
Yeah, like I don't want to go back into it too crazy, but
no,
movies,
we don't have to.
Movies
There's
suck
like nothing
now.
original. The last like original-ish movie I remember seeing was Baby Driver. I was like, this is pretty unique. It's not like it was piggybacking off anything.
Yeah, I really liked Baby Driver.
I thought it was so underrated.
It was definitely underrated.
Not underrated. People who saw the movie fucking loved the movie.
Yeah.
What movie is this?
Baby Driver.
I think it was underappreciated and deserved to take off a lot more. Just that first chase scene alone.
It was an interesting take on like a heist crime drama.
Very interesting.
Yeah, it was interesting because the main character like doesn't talk too much. Is he deaf or something?
He's
what's his
got
thing?
serious tinnitus.
That's what it is.
He always
the ringing.
has headphones
Get the
in, listening to music to drown it out. but it's a sick movie. If you haven't seen it, I'd suggest watching it. And Baby Driver, give us royalties for promoting your stuff.
I mean, goddamn, I have tinnitus right now. My ears are ringing as we speak. My ears are constantly ringing. Probably because I have headphones on.
Got
all
those
day.
pillowy headphones on right now.
Yeah, dude, I love these ridiculous headphones. I'm glad I'm glad I'm the one wearing them.
So I feel like for the audience should know just a little bit about my cousin. He enjoys being the dipshit and looking as ridiculous as possible.
I might enjoy it.
Yeah, you do enjoy it. Don't try to deny it. So we saw these, and Christian was like, I don't want to fucking wear these. I'm going to look ridiculous. And William shoots his hand up like an excited little third grader.
Pick me!
Pick me! Pick me!
I like doing ridiculous. Okay. One of my life mottos is anything for the story.
Oh, that's one of my mottos, too.
Anything for the story. And this right here, this is a story. And it's ingrained in that forever in video format.
That's primarily the reason why I'm kind of happy when bad shit happens to me.
As long as it's
I'm like, okay, but now that's part of my story, and I
Yeah.
have to overcome that.
Yeah.
You know?
But if it's shitty bad stuff, it's
Well,
like
it's
it's
like-
not
like-
a worthwhile.
Well, I'll give you an
story.
example. My car last September with that crazy superstorm, it got flooded and got totaled.
Oof.
And I'm like, well, this sucks, but now it's part of my story. Now I don't have a car. Now I got to overcome this and get another car. I wasn't expecting to buy a car, but do I have a car right now? In August of 2022, I do have a car. So, you know, that was part of my story.
Did you get an insurance payout for that?
I did.
Well, there you go. That helps.
Well, it's catch-22. My car was almost paid off, so I got a fat check. However, just to start another car payment.
Yeah.
But are your payments a lot lower than they were?
No.
No.
No. No.
I just
And
started
of course
paying.
my insurance went up, like, even though it was not my fault at all, but you know, it's just
Yeah,
Insurance companies are
natural
like the
natural
second biggest.
disasters. Natural
it's
disasters.
included in the contract, but they somehow still
You should have
raised-
known the storm was coming.
somehow still raised my insurance, you know.
Insurance companies are the second biggest theft unit besides taxes.
Behind the government. Yeah, taxation's theft. Clearly, guy won the Powerball. And
I'd say, but you got to be specific. You got to say like car insurance.
No, even like home insurance. and
health
everything.
insurance is a
Not
giant
life
racket.
insurance. Everyone dies.
Yeah, so why does it need to be insured?
So your family can be good when you're gone.
Yeah, see, but you don't know.
See, I could
But shouldn't they just get my
I could
money?
really give you a lot of arguments on this. Well, I used to be
I know.
financial advisor.
Okay, let's dive head first into that. So if
All right.
everyone dies,
Okay.
we've established that aging is a disease.
You're not insuring against the death. You're insuring
Are you trying to
against the
argue-
financial.
Life,
Wait, are you
security.
trying to argue that buying the insurance will stop you from dying?
No.
I'm
But that's
saying-
that. But I'm saying
what is the purpose of life insurance?
Paying for your funeral.
so
if you're broke.
that's one of them. But if let's say you make $100,000 a year,
Right,
you have a family.
right.
You have kids. You have a 7-year-old. You have a 10-year-old. You have a wife.
Yep,
You have responsibilities.
correct.
You die tomorrow. What are they going to do? If you were integral to that lifestyle that they were living, you were paying the mortgage, you were saving up for them to go to college, all of these things that if you do not live, they could end up, total lifestyle switch. Going
Right.
from a nice, cozy house in the suburbs, let's say, to a shitty-ass apartment that's like $500 a month. And the kids aren't going to college. They're going to community colleges, maybe. And their entire life is derailed because of your death. That's what life insurance is for. It's also for estate planning to avoid taxes.
Right, but how much of a payout do you get? Right,
much-
depends on what you put
it
in.
depends on your policy.
So it depends on your policy. So it's also because it's life insurance. This is the insurance company doesn't want to get the short end of the stick. So if you're healthier, like say if you or I got insurance right now, we could probably get $1 million policy or $500,000 policy for fairly cheap. But if you're 50 years old,
Yeah, it's more expensive.
it's going to pay a higher premium.
Right. But,
And they do health checks, they do blood, they do all of this stuff.
Right,
Because
but
they don't want the short
you
end
could
of the
also
stick.
just take all of that money that you would put towards a health insurance plan and just put it in investments in other places and get more money. It's like, why are you insuring?
Well, here's the other thing.
Why are you insuring
I got an
something that's
argument against that
gonna
one too.
happen?
I got an argument against that one too.
Okay, let me hear it.
What people don't know is that life insurance policies, the ones that aren't term insurance means it's like, okay, you pay this for 20 years.
Right.
A full policy is a policy that you pay the entirety of your life. Term 20, you might live 20 years, and then you're done. You had no equity in it. It's like renting an apartment.
Right.
Full life insurance, you pay for the entirety of your life, and it's gonna pay out because everyone dies. But the thing that people don't know about is that the full life insurance policies, and this is a big one, it's basically a brokerage account inside of a life insurance wrapper. So part of the money goes to the insurance death benefit, and part of it goes to the investment portion. And here's the big thing. Life insurance is a tax loophole because for whatever reason, life insurance proceeds are not taxable. So part of it's going towards the death benefit, and part of it's going to the insurance, the investment portion. So when you die, they get the life insurance benefit plus the cash value, no taxes.
I do like no taxes.
So the argument in terms of investments, you're getting two things in one.
Christopher, any comment?
So I was actually listening into another podcast. I've been really listening a lot to.
But don't do a whole life, guys. Whole life suck.
And they were talking about when you get a partner in a real estate deal. So to avoid anything like in a worst case scenario, this is more of a peace of mind thing. Each partner would get life insurance on each other over the house. So like, say we're in a partnership and you die, and now you've got Tits McGee, your wife, and whoever, like your little shit children. Because let's face it, you're gonna be a terrible father. I mean,
fuck you! How dare you?
So basically, you'd have this policy. So if you were to die in like a car crash or anything, instead of the house being transferred to their name, like that part of the partnership being transferred to their name, I'd be able to buy you out first. And then they'd get that money plus the life insurance stuff. And I'm not getting screwed over by your wife being a bad partner to me,
right,
or whoever would have gotten it being a bad partner. So right, it's also used in the real estate world for that reason.
It's used a lot in business, like you said,
especially
because of partnerships and things like that. Exactly.
Right. Yeah. Well, I guess I stand corrected.
I'm telling you, man.
Idiot.
Yeah, someone tried some.
I don't really want to get in too much into my planning, my planning hat, where I break it down. But I just gave you a little quick synopsis.
Well, that's fair enough. All right, let's ask a question.
All right. 3 things you buy that you might buy at a store. Maybe not might buy. What are 3 things that you could buy at a store that would make the clerk extremely uncomfortable? Any store.
All right.
Could be a Home Depot. Could be a grocery store, convenience store.
I got the first 2 right off the bat.
I already have my answer too.
So
this is a hard one. I don't know how to answer this one.
All right. Antifreeze, like the really bright blue antifreeze.
Okay. What else though? Yeah, like the combination of things.
A bulk thing of Arctic blue Gatorades. And
at Costco.
The third thing would be like, I don't know, something to like a drink stand table, something like that, or like a lemonade. So clerk's like
a pitcher.
So
like a lemonade pitcher.
So I
guess
a
funnel. A funnel.
So
it's like, so I can pour and so they're like, is this guy pouring antifreeze into these Gatorades to give out? Just like the clerk's like the clerk would have to like have a little bit of insight, but they're just like, God, what the fuck? Antifreeze, Gatorade, and a funnel. What the hell?
Okay, that's good. That's fucking good.
That, or you go to CVS, you get a Pringles can, a latex glove, and a set of sponges.
I can't put those 3 together.
I'm not.
You've never heard of any shit like that.
Never.
All right. So that is like, have you guys ever heard of like the Arsonist Cookbook?
No.
Mm-mm.
Oh, well, that's something that was around like before I had consciousness on like the early internet, which like taught you how to make napalm and stuff.
Okay.
So that's with those 3 items that we use is like a PG Arsonist's Cookbook, where it's like make your own fleshlight. You've never heard of that.
No,
you've never seen memes about that.
I've never been on that part of the internet.
I feel like
on that part of the internet.
Dude, my internet is very tame compared to that. The internet I know is not like that. Not my internet.
I found my way to Live Leak at the age of 12, so that explains why I'm fucked.
Guys,
you probably know about Silk Road too, then, and all that kind of.
Oh, like the dark web and stuff. I never got really into the dark web. I just know of it.
Yeah, of course.
Christian, what are your 3 things?
wake
See,
up.
I was thinking something along his lines, just something like really like rope, like duct tape, rope, and
In a porno mag.
that would be that. Like, I don't know. I don't think you could get those things in the same place. I got to think of my third item.
Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition.
So you got a rope, you got duct tape, and like, I don't know, something like that would like possibly demonstrate torture.
3 orange Gatorades.
Like,
if I'm a clerk and they're buying 3 orange Gatorades, I'm calling the police.
But my 3 things that I can think of.
Orange Gatorades are good.
Orange Gatorades, anything to flavor orange. I don't
really like the yellows aren't that great either. But other.
No.
Time out. I'm with Christopher on this one.
So my boss and I actually went on a whole rant about how like my boss doesn't think yellow's the best flavor of Gatorade.
Yeah,
but it is the most refreshing drink on the planet Earth. He's like, you're like dehydrated.
I mean, you gotta drink a yellow cold. You gotta drink it cold.
I'll get it is the most refreshing.
Why
Red's the best. Yellow's the most refreshing.
I think blue is the most. I think blue. Glacier Freeze.
I think Glacier Freeze is like the most tasty. But if
it tastes watered down to me
and need to be refreshed, I'm getting myself a cold yellow
minty
Gatorade.
Cool, man. It's just that's what tastes like.
It's like
tastes like.
It's like those How to Chew 5 gum commercials where it's like, oh, you take a bite of the gum, then you get taken out.
Can we talk about how ridiculous and like unrelated to gum those commercials used to be?
No, they're the best.
I think it's a question on here. What's it like to chew 5 gum?
Can I just rock him for that answer?
We'll
just dive across.
Let me tell you my actual 3 things.
Yeah,
my actual 3 things. I'd say
not
where you're gonna get like you're either gonna get like a head nod from the clerk, or you're gonna be like one of these. I'd say lip balm, mints, and condoms. It's like, oh, I know what you're doing tonight, buddy. But then, like, I guess in that situation, a lot of people, they would get a 4th item to kind of break it up. It's like, nah, dude, you're still buying this shit with an Arizona.
Yeah,
so
it's the same thing.
Along those lines, the other day, I like to use protection because I'm not trying to have little Christophers running around yet.
I think he's about to tell us that he's sexually active.
Basically, but I had to run to the store. I needed to get condoms. I'm like, okay. And then I saw him. I like looked at my fridge, and I've started packing my lunch lately because I'm sick of spending $15
I thought you were about to say you look for your condoms in the fridge.
That's not where you guys keep your rubbers. So I go to the store. I'm like, all right, I need condoms and I need Swiss cheese because I ran out of cheese. So I just went got some Swiss cheese.
Question. It's so related to this question.
And condoms. Slapped it on the clerk, and the guy looked at me. He gave me that like, what the fuck look. I'm like. I just like look down at him.
You're like, the cheese is not sexual.
It could be. Swiss cheese is pretty. It's got holes for a reason. Who do you think made those holes?
I don't have an answer for that.
I also don't have an answer for that.
Oh,
I have not a clue. I can't think. You know, Chris,
I fucked cheat. I mean,
wow. The more you know, Christian. I'm still gonna think of things off the top of my head, but this one I'm stumped. I'm stumped on this one.
3 things. 3 things.
3 things.
3 things. To me, immediately when I think uncomfortable, I automatically think violent or sexual.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
Or like, okay, I got it.
Or like just weird.
Like
maybe they just don't go together.
I got it. It's boner pills, condoms, and a birthday card for your mom.
Oh man. You got to repeat that on the split screen. The shorts.
We got boner pills, condoms. Condoms is a common phrase around here, and a birthday card for your mom.
Aunt Lisa, I hope you know where your birthday cards are being bought.
No. I don't buy birthday cards. My mom knows that. I don't buy birthday cards.
He makes them with crayons.
No,
I was about to say you steal them,
dude. No, I hate
re-gifts.
I hate getting and giving cards. I hate it.
Are you bad at like giving sentimental like
No, it's just like, dude, like
cards
commentary.
are useless.
I don't need a hallmark to tell you how I feel.
I mean, I typically buy blank cards.
Yeah.
And write something in them.
Yeah.
I mean, because sometimes like the message in there is just like, yo, this person's great, but he's kind of an asshole too. I need something that's a little bit more complicated than this sweet thing that's written here.
Yeah.
I need something a little bit more gray.
So, like on the topic of cards, I will hang on to cards. I have a box of cards of like that I've gotten.
I fill them out immediately. Almost.
Most of them are from my dad, and he like wrote out like paragraphs, and my dad's not very good at like expressing emotion and everything. So it's like I'll do something good and he'll just give me like blank face, but then like come my birthday he's like, I'm really proud of the man you're becoming, and it's like really sentimental. I'm like, this is coming from the same guy? What? So I hang on to those cards, and then I hang on to
Is this you?
then I hang on to really
you
fucking
Who
funny
actually wrote
cards.
this?
Do you mean this?
Yeah, I know it's him because it has the same chicken scratch handwriting.
Right.
And then I just have like really funny ones because my friends are like funny. So I have these my three friends on my 18th birthday. They came and they got me like congratulations, like sexy grandma, like cringy birthday cards for like that ladies would buy each other at the age of 72 and talking about
funny
getting
friends,
some
yeah.
gilf. I'm like,
That's
okay.
a funny thing to do.
I'm like, nope, this is something I'm hanging on to. Congratulations on turning like 18, sweet pie. And they all wrote like paragraphs of cringy like I'm like, I love you guys.
I have one birthday card. Actually, I have a few birthday cards, handmade. If it's a handmade one, I'll hang on to it. I keep them. I keep all my like sentimental things in my safe. And I keep my closet. So everything that's important to me goes in there.
I keep them in a cardboard shoebox.
Under the bed.
Yep.
Now I know where to break into.
I just
That's where I
keep
keep
them
my
in I just keep them in my drawer.
Do you keep two for each household? Mom and dad's house?
No, they tend to end up at the same place.
Probably the mom's house. Your dad's house is a mess.
No, it's at my dad's. I've been cleaning it up
I
like
know
a
you-
madman.
Good luck.
It's coming along. You'd be amazed.
I'll pop in. I'll pop in on Saturday. And I'll be a judge.
You
of that.
gotta pop by like the front hall. You can walk down the front hall much easier now. The garage. I have this. So your face. I need to show you this photo because I completely pulled everything out of my garage, like to the point it was only walls. I dragged
Wow.
everything.
How long
out
that
of the garage.
take?
5 hours.
Jesus.
I
believe
Only
it.
5?
Dude, my uncle Chris is a hoarder.
Yeah. it's
Yes, it
rough.
only took 5.
So hang on. Here's the before picture
Okay.
of the garage.
Yep,
See if
that's
it'll
it.
Focus in on this.
Yeah, that's it.
So yeah,
That's it. All right.
Like I could not walk a foot into the garage, and I gotta pull out the. I don't have an after photo yet. I have a video.
Oh, so this wasn't like organized. You were just throwing it all out.
No, I wish. And this was everything on the lawn.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my, yeah. Oh, that's from upstairs. Jesus.
Yeah, that's from my bedroom.
That's from- yeah.
Little
And you
aerial view real
and
quick.
you still can't see everything. Guess how many hose I pulled out of there? I pulled out 12 garden hose. So I'm sitting there with all my hose around me and my 8 sledgehammers.
I think you know what
and
what you're doing here,
and
talking
my
about your
7
hose.
and my 7 shovels and my fucking. All right, so
I think I got a new answer for that
Am I
question.
the
with
only
counter.
one? Am I the only one hearing him talking about his hose?
like weed whackers.
Yeah, you know, I'm
so
hearing it.
before weed whackers,
he's like, 'cause I got all my hose.
I'm
around me."
that's the joke, Christian.
exactly. Be the guy who explains the joke. Thank you.
Got all my hose money nearby, man, in my circle.
I didn't know you were this, comedically intelligent to do that. Just, off the cuff.
Intelligence should not go in a sentence involving me.
I can
But,
I can agree to that.
Yeah. I have like 12 hatchets, but like I have my little stump for throwing hatchets, which is
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, of course.
That's as everyone should have. Get yourself a hatchet stump if you don't have one.
I remember
kids.
after you graduated high school, we had a bonfire in your backyard for like your homework and shit.
That was great.
Yeah, that was pretty. That was pretty fun.
I saved up every single assignment I had from freshman year of high school till I graduated, and I kept them separate. So I compared the 4 years, and it was like freshman year a decent amount of stuff, sophomore year actually the least amount of stuff. Junior year was like a damn skyscraper.
Yeah,
and then
junior year's the worst.
Senior year was like a very mid-range, like second most.
Did you do mid AP classes?
Only a few that I knew I'd want. I'm like, I'm not taking APs to take APs because I don't want to deal with the stress. Because I always saw that as pointless. I'm like, why am I going to take AP bio or like AP physics when I wanted to go into social work and psychology to begin with, and I've transferred into social work now.
Yeah.
I'm like, why the hell am I going to take these classes that aren't going to go towards my major? But I was also lucky enough to know what I wanted to do with my life.
Yeah, that's always a plus. We answered that question not too long ago either with Mr. Wild P, Mr. Zach. So that was fun.
The Zach.
Zach. And I think it is Zach. CH. Or was it CK? I don't remember.
Cringe.
I think it's CH. All right, Christian, next question.
If you were an Olympic athlete, it says what sport would you compete in? But I feel like I want to modify it. Anything could be a sport. It could be something you're good at. Sport or something you're good at.
Paintball. Let's go. Let's shoot at
Olympic
people.
paintball.
That's not an Olympic sport.
It needs
Yo,
to
but
be.
like it needs, you know.
So I played like
Do you
tournament
think other
paintball
countries
for
play
3 years.
paintball?
Yes.
They do?
Yeah, Russia has a like team in the NXL. Moscow Russian Legion.
God,
There's
the
the
I believe that.
Tauntauns are from France. There's a few teams from England, a few teams around Prague. They have a whole European circuit. They go Prague to like Paris to somewhere in the UK. And I forget the other 2 events off the top of my head, but that's their like 5, or maybe it's only 3 events in Europe, because then they go to World Cup in Florida, because there's a circuit in the US that's 5 places. It's first one's usually somewhere in California, then it'll be like Philly or something, and then Chicago. What's number 4? Texas, somewhere in Texas.
Probably Austin.
And then Austin, and then it comes down to Kissimmee, Florida for World Cup in November. And that's where like every team's able to compete, and then you look at the records, and you know the worst team in the like pro division gets to like brought down to semi-pro, and the best team in semi-pro gets brought up to pro league.
Out of all the things to get into, why paintball?
So
Did you wear airsoft too and you upgrade to paintball?
No, Thomas was the airsofter. I went
Was
to
he?
a birthday party in like 2013. So my origin in paintball was 2013. I went to a birthday party for a buddy Yenshi. And beforehand, I'm like, I don't want to suck ass at paintball. I'm going to look up paintball on YouTube. And I came across San Diego Dynasty versus Moscow Legion in 2013. And it was a full match. It was like an hour long. I watched this entire thing and was just like perplexed by it. I'm like, I want to do this. I went to the birthday party, had a blast, shot a lot of people because I kind of figured out what to do beforehand and spent my whole childhood playing FPS games. But I was also like an athlete. I played baseball my whole life and can pick up a sport in like seconds. I'm lucky enough to just have that where I'm like, all right, fucking send it. I'm going to be competent. And I had a blast that day. Didn't do anything with it until sophomore year of high school. Then I just ordered a bunch of paintball stuff. I was like, I'm going to start playing paintball. And then sporadically spent more and more on stuff. And I have a lot of cool paintball shit. And went to like play big events where it was like 100 people versus 100 people. And it's a whole day thing where you're trying to capture objectives. Or whether it was tournaments. I've played in tournaments, placed first, second, last, and done some crazy shit. And even the guy... So the last time I played paintball was last July 4th. I haven't played this past year just because I've been busy with a lot of other stuff. And kind of like trying to save money, and paintball's a really good way to blow your money. Like instead of getting into drugs, I got into paintball, which is arguably more expensive.
Honestly, low key,
Yeah.
depending on the drug.
Some things
I'd
are
be spending like $120 a week just on paint, and that doesn't include like the $1,000 markers and stuff I've got. And
Jesus,
it's like lacrosse. Lacrosse is super expensive of all
for no
sports
reason
to
either.
join. It's
Fuck
like-
lacrosse. Fuck lacrosse. As a baseball player, fuck lacrosse.
I agree. As a baseball player, fuck lacrosse. Lacrosse is all the white kids who couldn't make football.
Basically. Stolen. It's a stolen sport. So, yeah, I just kind of got into it that way. And my last time playing paintball, I actually had my autism awareness jersey signed by my idol, the guy who I like watched a ton. Ryan Greenspan played for Dynasty, that first pro match I saw, and started following Dynasty like a complete fanboy, and then fell in love with Houston Heat because of the Dizon docs, and just kind of wound up that way. So I got to meet my idol, got a signed jersey, and I was like, oh, well, I can't wear this jersey again. I'm just going to have to order another autism awareness jersey, which like they cover the cost of the jersey. Then all the extra money they'd usually make on profit goes to different charity groups. And that was like something great. Like I got involved with paintballers for the puzzle, autism awareness stuff while shooting at people.
Interesting. I went paintballing twice.
You need to come with me.
I
I'm
don't
gonna shoot you in the ball.
don't do that. I don't like paintballing because it's like I'm just gonna go to the woods and get bruised. That's what paintballing is. It'd be more fun if the balls actually broke more often.
They break pretty. It's very rare to get bounces.
I don't know, dude.
You don't know what you're talking
they would
about.
bounce off my shoulders and off my chest.
That's probably because you decided to put 20 layers on like a little bitch.
You know that is what it is.
So
That probably is what
I
it
went
is.
paintballing for the first time, I don't know, 6 months ago, and I wore the wrong shit. I mean, thin, like.
Where'd you go? Battle Creek or like down to Long Live Paintball?
I have no idea where it was.
Battle
I
Creek's
drove
closer
there.
to
I
you.
do not remember. I guess I could describe the courses, but I don't even remember that. My memory's
Woods?
pretty
Was it
shot.
like you drove through a lot of woods to park?
I feel like that might describe most paintball places.
No, because the other one I go to, it's really quick. You're like behind a spa.
I drove through some woods,
All right, so then you
and
went to
then there
Battle
was
Creek.
I'm trying to
Like a
remember.
fucking castle.
It sounds fun though, Battle Creek.
There was like 4 or 5 different.
Yeah, it was Battle
4
Creek,
or 5 different.
probably.
Like the one I'm talking about had a school bus, so it was like almost like Modern Warfare 2.
Battle
Go
Creek.
to the school bus.
That
type
was
of thing.
Battle Creek. Or maybe you went way down south, but that's like a 2.5 hour drive.
It was a long drive.
Oh, so maybe it was all the way down at like by Six Flags, because that just
Yeah.
closed down.
It was by Six Flags.
So that one just closed down. That's actually where I played my very first like
When did it close down?
this past year. They
Oh,
they got bought out by some big sports complex.
Oh, so I must have just went right before they closed.
You're the one who closed it down, Christian.
You know, I actually
You
I
shut
did
that
a-
shit
I did-
down,
I did
son.
alright, but I did get.
or maybe it was
got,
further down to action.
I got
action
jacked
something.
up. I feel like I had like joggers on,
Dude, that's what I have for my.
but like
I just
not
have-
not like sweat material joggers.
I just had like knee pads and then my joggers, and then I have my elbow pads. But the pads are more for diving and sliding. Like, so the position I played was snake.
Those positions.
Yeah, it's
There
like,
is.
I didn't. Will, this shit is so involved.
Dude, I had
yeah,
no
I
idea.
got
So-
there and saw people like how, like when you're playing a sport, you
no,
have,
people take it very seriously.
you
I know
have
that.
like the guys that are like, okay, like they're wearing the uniform. Then
Yeah.
you have like the swaggy players that like have like the
Bright as
double,
shit.
the double socks and got the visors or like whatever the case may be, wristbands, like whatever sport we're talking about here. I went to this paintball place and dudes were fully suited up with all types of gear. Like it was crazy. Some people look like actual soldiers, like
yeah, and they're
team
usually
co-
shit.
team colors.
The ones who look like soldiers are usually dog shit.
What's the word for that? There's like a word for people who do stuff to like, let's say their car, but it doesn't actually make it faster.
Virgins.
That's one.
I don't know. I just call them.
It's like you put a like you put
It's all for
They
show.
put the
It's all
spoilers. They put
cosmetic.
the spoilers on there.
yeah.
Yeah.
They spent it all on
Or like
cosmetics.
a racing stripe. Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing actually makes the car perform
Yeah.
better.
And it's actually like shit. That's
It's
something.
like
what
having
you're
it's like
saying.
having lights in your sneakers.
That's what you're saying. The people who get real dressed up and really take it the look of it super seriously
Yeah.
are usually trash.
Yeah. One of my favorite things I did one time, I was like, I didn't feel like washing my stuff from the week before. I just kind of left it in my bag and was like, so I just wore blue jeans and a t-shirt down, like a long sleeve t-shirt, but I had my pads under them so people couldn't see them. And so they thought I was just some dude in blue jeans, sneakers, and a t-shirt just trying to mess around for the first time. And they're like, "Oh, let's fuck this guy up. Let's." And I was just taken off. It was off to the races. And
Silent killer.
like I was saying, I play the snake side, which is very aggressive, very fast. Like I'm full sprint and then diving onto the ground with a gun and just coming up.
Yo,
and-
the thing that's unfair about paintball, you've never been paintballing, Will, right?
I went like once or twice. Yeah.
It's like you can get hit when you're not supposed to get hit
Yeah.
because they curve.
Yep. So
Like if you get snuck up on, I got
You're
snuck
like,
up
you
on
be getting
once.
hit
I
like
got fucked
this.
up.
You be getting hit like, it doesn't even make any.
So you want to talk about getting hit when you're not supposed to. So
Oh yeah.
the style I played speedball, which was the inflatable bunkers. That's what I'm talking about with positions and everything. And so we had a penalty. We got a penalty the round before, so we could only start with 3 players. Normally you start 5-on-5. We could only start with 3 players. So we had this risky play where I sprint up the middle while 5 people are shooting at me and dive to the side to get into the 50, which is like the halfway point. And I'm in a really good spot to kill out other members of the other team. I make the run clean. I'm like, hell yeah. I come out to blow apart their team because they don't realize I'm all the way up there. And I got shot in the back by my teammate. So I'm out. I'm called out.
Wait, if you get friendly fire, you're not. Oh, that sucks. Well, how can you prove it? Right, one or the other. That
I
makes
mean, I
sense.
was shot in the back and my back wasn't facing the bad guys, but
No,
it doesn't matter. If you're shot no matter what. And that sucked. And I think the penalty was because, and then the very next round, I was like, fuck. So next round, I dive into the snake, I make my way up, shoot 1, shoot 2, shoot 3, shoot 4, shoot all 5 players on the other team. I'm able to work my way through, and I'm like, it's clear, someone come hit the buzzer to like end the point so we win, because you gotta like touch the flag or hang your flag basically. And I didn't want to do it just in case I got dirty. And we were in a rush because we were down points on the whole match, and we needed to win this round. And no one's like on their horses. I'm like, they're all dead, and no one's moving. I'm screaming for it. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'll take it myself. I know no one even looked at me. Like, I shot everyone in the side and the back. Like, no one saw where I was. Go hang it. It's a dirty hang, so it's a penalty on us. Dead point. And the dirt was on my back from where my teammate shot me the round before. He didn't wipe it off good enough. The same guy cleaned me off that shot me in. So we didn't get that next point either, which would have tied it up. And yeah, sucked.
You guys got fucked, man. You did, and then you took that teammate behind the shed and cut his head off.
I wish. He was like our team captain. He was always riding our dicks, and then I'm like, Papi, ¿por qué tú hacer este? Just screaming at him, like, why? You're always talking shit.
No,
you gotta get better. Yeah, a little, very mildly conversation.
He only knows that one phrase.
No, I know.
Hey, Will, what sport? What would be your
My sport?
Olympic sport? I mean, I think it's fairly obvious.
Dude, knock hockey.
Knock hockey.
What is knock?
It's hockey. It's like we used to play as kids. It's like this little. It's like a. I don't know. It's probably about a board the size of this table.
I've got a board in my car. I play that on the weekends. I'll go get it for you.
Don't do that.
Oh, okay.
My dad probably still has ours at home though, unless it broke.
Hockey.
We have a giant one on our dining room table. It is the size of our dining room table.
It's a big dining room table.
It's okay.
It's essentially like you each take turns like hitting the puck, like a little wood puck. You gotta get through the hole, and it's like that kind of hockey on the floor. It's a children's game. It's a bad example. That or beer pong. Beer pong should be if curling's an Olympic sport, beer pong could be an Olympic sport.
Fair. They just have to call it cup
cornhole. Cornhole should be an Olympic sport. I'm fucking good at cornhole. If I was the right partner.
I don't know what that is.
You don't know cornhole? It's got the giant wood board, the hole in the middle, and the beanbags.
Oh, I've seen that at a game place. I don't know what the hell it is, but I've seen it.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's called cornhole.
Yep.
Okay.
Cornhole's a lot of fun. I
Cornhole's
would play cornhole. I remember I don't know the first time I played cornhole. I don't remember what the party was, but it was at Mimi's house. And like Phil was just running train all day.
Yep. Hammered.
All day. Hammered.
Just tossing bags in
the guy's hole. Ridiculous at cornhole. Because that's the first time I played it, and we played all day. All day.
It's surprisingly addicting.
It's so much fun.
It's such a simple game. Then you're like, get the bag on the board.
It looks so easy, and you play it, and you're like, oh shit, this is kind of hard.
There's a little bit of finesse to it.
There is. Everyone has their own way of playing. I go for height and let it plop.
I started being the same way. I like underhand spinning height. Trying to have it. So Christian, what about you? What's your Olympic sport?
Freestyling. Like
rapping?
Rapping?
No, I will not freestyle right now. But
no, that's not fair. It's not fair to ask someone to freestyle like that on the spot.
It's like a comedian. You do comedy? Tell me a joke.
Yeah, it's not how it works. That's not how it works.
Walk away.
Well, it is how it works.
Although, no, Jared can do it. Jared Laverne's really good at freestyling on the spot.
Oh yeah, him and I have done it back in the day. But yeah, I'm pretty good at that. I'd say
I could see that.
I could go for hours.
Do you write at all, Christian?
Yeah, I do. I mean, that's how I started, and then I discovered, in less sober environments, that I had this uncanny ability when not sober to come up with stuff that sounds like I wrote it down and molded over, but it's literally just
spewing.
It's like one of those medicine commercials where like
side effects.
No, this is how I describe it. It's like me freestyling is like one of those medicine commercials where like in medicine commercials you always see you'll see like a white family and then they'll have like a black guy in there to throw them in there. But anyway, they're like walking through a park and like they'll just see them walking around doing like everyday activities and then there's like words describing the medicine in the commercial. That's how it is when I'm in that state. It's just grabbing words.
Liquid diarrhea,
grabbing words and
inverted penis. Side effects may include inverted penis, violent diarrhea, the plethora. All right, so on the Olympic topic, I saw this on Reddit the other day, and it's a pretty old post. I don't know why it was trending or something, but do you think in the Olympics we should have a separate Olympics where people can take as many steroids and do whatever they want to their bodies?
No.
That would be crazy.
It would be
like
crazy.
How high can someone truly jump?
Well, here's the problem with that, Christopher, because then there would only be one Olympics. Nobody would watch the other Olympics.
I was gonna say something really fucked up, but I'm choosing not to.
Yeah, let's choose not to.
I was gonna say something too. I don't know if
I mean, like the steroided Olympics would be way better.
Oh, 100%.
Way better.
But it's like there's like certain sports where there's multiple versions of a sport. But
I
one's
feel
just
like
better.
people would die though.
People would die if not
We
while
are
competing.
already
like it would
overpopulated
take
as
us-
is. If
It
that's
would
their
take
choice,
us back to like fighting, like a lion with like you're in there with a sword and
I'm
a shield.
for it.
It
If
would
someone-
take us back to those
as long as
times.
people aren't forced to do it, if someone wants to fight a lion for our entertainment, let them.
They're like this like
I agree.
Sir, get handed
I agree.
Get
Darwinism.
handed-
We
Yeah.
need Darwinism to be
Yeah.
integrated
you get
in our
handed like
society
a
more.
book of waivers, like sign.
Dude, if Alien was just like, you know what, we're gonna renovate the Colosseum and bring this shit back.
Yeah, I'd go watch a Roman-style Navy battle as long as the people in it were risking their lives willingly, like volunteer status.
risking their lives.
Yeah.
Like if
Well,
you're gonna
okay.
fight a lion,
If they're gonna do fight a lion to the death,
yeah, obviously,
but could you videotape it?
hell yes.
I mean, like,
I don't care. I'll find it on Live Leak if it's not
Will
allowed
be
anyways.
televised.
no, I mean, like, I'm saying, like,
No, it would 100% be
could that
televised.
legally be televised if it's actual death and actual murder?
Yeah, we just have to change some laws around for that.
I think the
Yeah, we gotta
FCC
change
and
some laws.
I think the internet and the FCC would have something to say about that.
Yeah, so what? Here's the thing. We're getting overpopulated as is. I think by like 2100, we're supposed to reach like
This is solving
11
the
billion
population
people.
problem.
I've been a proponent for industrial Darwinism for such a long time.
I have no problem with lion fighting or
Like-
gladiator
like,
fighting.
people should be allowed to
Gladiator.
do that.
I'm just
but
saying, I
also-
don't think you can televise it.
Yeah, you should.
You can make it. Yeah, should you? Maybe.
Yeah.
I know, but
No,
I
if someone's
think
doing that and is surviving, they deserve to make a fuck ton of money
they
off ad
do.
revenue.
But I think showing live death
You know what,
on
on
air.
Twitch.
I
We'll
feel
do it
like
on
somehow-
Twitch.
I feel like somehow they'd get paid less than boxers, even though there's actual death involved. A great
It
possibility.
depends. It really depends on how it's set up. But
Hey,
fuck the
they'll-
ethics of it. I
They'll
say
make
we
more
let
than
it
the
happen.
WNBA. That's for sure.
Exactly. Or
The seats would be filled.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
All of
Yeah.
them.
Do you know how many people would be
Oh, I'd
watching
go.
that? Are you kidding
Hell yeah,
me?
I'd go.
But so like
They
what
would
I was
just need like a celebrity to start it.
Yo, Snoop.
this is why I need fuck
Snoop?
you money.
Yeah, fuck you.
If
man.
I need fuck you money to do something like this, but for every project like
Snoop
bringing
would
back
host it.
gladiating.
Snoop wouldn't be in it. Will he'd host?
No, that's
it.
what I mean. Like he's
Snoop
one who
and Kevin
he
Hart
would
just
run
go
the
over it.
promotion.
And he'd be smoking a joint while he does it.
Like it needs
he
to be
always
Snoop
does.
Dogg and Dana White. Co-owners.
Like having fuck you money, I think you should be able to do stuff like bringing back human gladiators and like people dying on live television. Why not? But as a trade-off, you have to do something really good for the world. Like you have to stop an entire country from starving because you have that much fuck you money. I think that should be the trade-off. You can do something completely outlandish if it's like, you know what? We're going to take the entire state of Ohio and make it not shit anymore. Like something along those lines. You're like, I'm going to take this whole country and stop them from starving. And then you're allowed to let people fight to the death against lions.
That would be putting value on human life.
There is no value to our lives. That's the thing. The
That-
only value that is here on our lives is what's assigned to us by either yourself or others. And once you're not valuable to yourself or others, your life is completely meaningless. That's like the darkest.
Preach, good God.
Again, why we need industrial Darwinism. Life becomes more precious.
That's
Take the warning labels off everything. If you want to start a chainsaw with the blades between your legs, you don't deserve a ball sack. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
you can't
you spilled
sue.
McDonald's coffee on you and you sue them? No,
Yeah,
no,
dude.
no. You
dude.
deserve that.
I feel like you can't sue someone if you're just an idiot and don't have common sense.
Take
Actually,
warning
I
labels
read
off
about that
everything.
McDonald's story.
That had like some genuine backstory to it. Like,
Dude, someone sued
like
me.
it was
I mean,
ridiculously
they
hot.
genuinely
Got,
they
like,
genuinely
third-degree
had the
burns.
coffee way
Too hot.
way too hot.
Someone sued McDonald's because they didn't give them enough napkins.
Really? I saw.
Yeah.
They
I
win?
saw it. I forget if it was Burger King
probably.
or McDonald's. They
Th-
fell off.
Next
a
time you go to
toilet
McDonald's,
seat.
see how many napkins they give you. That's your answer.
I
never
mean,
gotten
apparently with this
napkins.
lady, like McDonald's was making their coffee so hot that it would still be hot like after your commute. After you got on the train, did the whole commute, you got there, it still was like maybe. That's how hot it was.
Yeah, no, she got like third-degree burns from it.
Okay,
that lawsuit is genuinely valid.
in that
Old
case, that's
lady?
valid.
Old lady, and if it was a jury of her peers, actually, all of them were sympathetic, and that's why McDonald's lost that case by the millions. I don't know what the number figure is, but anyway, next question.
Let's do number 179.
Exactly, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, because Chris
Should have had that 169.
No,
Nice.
dude, I put them in
Fair
order.
point.
It's just the order if I think of them.
Fair
I
point.
don't rearrange
Did
numbers.
you have a ghostwriter?
I put when I put in
I don't have a ghost
questions, I
map.
throw them in random spots just so.
Yeah, don't do that. That fucks me up.
That's
Well,
the
they're random
best.
anyway.
No, they're random, but like on the graphics, on the actual final video, I put the number of the question in the graphics. So
Oh, okay. I wonder
yeah,
that.
don't put them in the middle because that would really fuck me up.
I say you put him in the middle just to fuck with him.
Huh.
That's a
Fuck everything up.
request.
All right, because Christopher specifically asked this
All right,
question.
so-
So
Yeah. So, Christopher, you asked this one. Why do people pay for OnlyFans? You have the floor, sir.
All right. So my whole thought behind this, besides like let's get past the sad and lonely part because that's an obvious. If you're paying to see titties, you're sad and lonely. But you brought up a good point earlier while we were setting everything up, Christian, that you're like, it's more of a genuine connection. It's kind of like why people subscribe to Twitch streamers and like it's more than like just here's your money. I want to buy pictures of you. Which is kind of how I thought about it at first, which is the whole rant I have.
Yeah, I think it's very personal.
So I'll let you go into that in a second because
Yeah.
my thoughts beforehand when I first saw this is like something I've always thought of whether it was like Patreon or anything. Like, why are you paying these people just to see titties or whatever? Like, look up Pornhub, look up X videos, look up the millions and millions of free porn sites.
what was that last one?
I don't remember. X videos, maybe?
I don't know.
I feel
It was-
I feel like you got a third man.
It was a
Clearly-
joke. It was a joke. It was a
XX?
joke
I
that
don't know.
didn't land. It's fine.
Let's see. Cornhub.
Clearly,
Pornhub's
he's a
good
watcher.
one.
Clearly, he's a watcher. of porn.
Brazzers, there we go. Are we just going to list them all off? I don't know. Hotmilfs.com, I'm sure that's one.
Probably,
If
or it
you-
might
if
be
you
like
just put
this.
anything.com in front
You
of
could
it,
type
you'll get
this.
something.
This domain does not exist.
Titties.com, guarantee that's a thing.
Someone owns it.
But
Porn.com.
So like I kind of went down the rabbit hole myself of what do I do if I found out like my child paid for porn on like a hotel, because I kind of see it the same way. Like OnlyFans is basically just paying for porn. Like what if
Yes,
they bought the
exactly
porn
what it
channel
is.
at the hotel?
Yeah.
What if they paid for Brazzers? I'd be so disappointed. I'd be like, I have a stupid child.
Yeah.
Do they not
You're
realize this
paying
is
for
completely
something that's
free? Like, yeah, seriously. Like, come on.
I
Especially,
mean, that's a
like,
whole other conversation as to why any porn should be free. Like, these are actual performers and actors.
yeah, but
and
ad
cameras.
revenue. Ad revenue. You can pay
Yeah,
them off ad.
It's like podcasting.
Exactly.
It's like podcasting.
Like, there's some that are higher quality than others. There's a reason there's an amateur section. But I'm like, just the disappointment I'd have, like, in my kid. Like, you're that stupid that you're paying probably my money, mind you, because he'd be a dumbass child. Because when it's his money, he'd be like, "Why am I spending money on boobs when I can type boobs into Google?" Like, it's just like the disappointment and stupidity I see behind it, and like that's not to degrade any like people who are paying for OnlyFans. It's just
Or the people on OnlyFans,
you should,
because they're the smart ones.
yeah.
Well, here's
If you're
You should be
on
better with your money.
OnlyFans making a killing, girl, good on you.
I just wish I
Guys
could pay my
too.
rent. I wish I could
Guys
pay
too.
Yeah.
Guys too.
with pictures of my asshole.
well, here's my thing.
It's also a little bit of jealousy. Like,
I think it's way like because I know you guys said it's like the same as paying for porn. I don't see it that way because there's a whole social aspect to it.
Yeah.
Like, there's been times where I've come across profiles like, oh, this girl's kind of cute. Link in the bio, OnlyFans. So there are genuinely people out there that follow them, like, so let's say on an Instagram profile, and they're looking at their regular pictures, but they're also invested. It's like they have, like, I think people that pay for an OnlyFans, they have a crush.
Yeah.
Which is why I think it's a lot more personal because you're putting money in this person's pocket and you're following them on regular social media. So you kind of have an idea of their regular life, but you're also following them on OnlyFans and funding so they can continue doing this. And I think it's personal in that way. It's
Bro,
like,
that
it's like,
can't-
it's like a
that-
fake
it's a
relationship.
what-
You
it's
said
a-
that off. You
It
said that
is
offline.
a fake relationship, but bro, like that can't be healthy.
it isn't.
That's
'Cause
like
you feel connected.
you're
you
taking
feel
advantage of
connected
those
to this
people.
person.
Yeah, but they
that
don't give
you're
a fuck
giving
about
this money.
you. They don't give a shit about you. That's the
no,
Well, they don't
no.
give a shit
Nor
about
should
you.
they, because they're
But, like,
fucking
there's
creepy.
lonely guys out there that are like.
A lot of them are creepy. I'm sure.
Let's
Sure, a
just
lot of
say,
them are normal.
what's
I don't
the
think so.
example OnlyFans girl name that we're gonna use in this example?
Dude, I have no idea. I've never
Let's
been
say
on
Brittany.
OnlyFans.
That's a name.
Brittany?
Yeah, it's like, oh, I follow Britney
Okay, so we got a
on
made-up name.
Instagram,
Okay.
and I also am paying for her OnlyFans, and I check in on it, and I'm giving her a couple $1 a month. Her specifically.
Yeah.
But
Not-
you also get to
not
see
por-
her
not-
titties.
Not brazzers, not porn.
Not even
It's not
sometimes.
a business that like the money gets broken up. Like you are feeding this girl. You are helping her put clothes on her back, or guy.
Or helping to take them off. Ayo.
So I think it's personal. I think it's a little bit. It's a step past porn addiction to me.
That's crazy because porn addiction's legit.
Oh yeah, porn addiction's
Porn addiction's legit.
But the thing is, I don't think it's porn addiction though.
It's a step further. It's almost
something else. It's not even.
It's like so,
it's borderline obsession.
isn't that
It's
kind of
almost like almost like a catfish situation where you're talking to a girl but you never actually meet her.
Right.
And that's, to me, that's similar. You're never gonna meet this OnlyFans chick.
Well, also, you guys know I'm a big wrestling fan. A lot of the wrestlers, not necessarily in WWE, but like independent wrestlers, will also have an OnlyFans. However,
like Patreon. Like Patreon
yeah,
with YouTubers.
but they won't do nudes. They'll just do like lingerie or whatever, what have you. But they make a lot of money as well because they're celebrities.
Well, that's like the cosplaying side of
Yeah, the cosplaying
it
side of
too.
OnlyFans. Yeah.
Like you have a lot of people who are out there who are just cosplayers and they're lewd cosplays, but then you have the lewder pictures, like the extended set, and you
Yeah.
can get access to those. It's like
That's what it was designed for.
yeah, it was what it was designed for, but like at the same time, Tumblr was created to just share funny stories, and
It evolved.
yeah,
Yeah, and this podcast was created to ask funny questions, and here we are,
talking
still
about how life
still
is
asking
useless.
still asking funny questions. But it's actually got me the idea of okay, again, porn changed the industry. If you can convince a bunch of people to pay for something that's already free as a business model, what else can it work for? And this is what I came up with. It's okay, so it's the idea of a fake relationship. What else could you have online with a fake relationship?
Friendship.
Dogs.
Dogs. What do you mean?
They're people. I shit you not, dude.
Tamagotchis. That's literally what you're pitching
Yeah,
to
sure,
me right now.
sure, exactly.
You're literally just pitching me
Sure,
like Nintendo.
someone is gonna have an account for their dog where people can pay to get exclusive videos, photos, and
No,
chats
people
with that
already
dog.
do
Oh,
that.
that's good. Yeah.
So there's actually this one girl I follow. She used to date Tobuscus back in the day.
Who's that?
Jessica.
Who's Tobuscus?
You don't remember
that's a name.
Tobuscus? You don't remember Tobuscus?
No idea who Tobuscus
Oh my
is.
god, like old like kid, like played a bunch of Happy Wheel stuff and then just sung a bunch of like random songs, like pure ADHD bliss. Hence why I loved him.
Fair.
But there was like a whole bunch of shit. So I ended up coming across her one day just like scrolling through reels, and she has this parrot, which is adorable and hilarious. And like her whole page, like she's a cute girl with blue hair and like but like she just got this parrot and that's like her whole thing. But she has an OnlyFans dedicated straight to the parrot. It's like her OnlyFans is just the parrot. So I'm sure there's people who subscribe to it thinking it's gonna be her doing like
And
weird
it's her
stuff,
parrot.
and it's just her parrot doing like a bunch of cool parrot stuff. I
Yeah,
guess.
dude. Pause only or pause off. I think would be a phenomenal app where it's just your relationship with people's dogs, other people's dogs.
I think that's actually like one of the better things to OnlyFans is that if you say you have an OnlyFans and you're already somewhat famous, people are gonna think one thing and head over there.
Yeah.
And then
Even
get,
if it's
and then
something
get
else.
whatever's really behind.
I mean,
it.
that's what like Belle Delphine did at
Yeah.
some point.
Yeah, she made.
She was like,
killing.
yeah, but she's like, oh, selling bathwater and whatever. Like, there's that weird stuff. But then I remember there was like the whole. She's like, oh, I'm gonna put out a video of me, and it was like a bunch of different puns to like sex, and then it was like a video of the pun happening. She's like, I'm gonna deep throat a celebrity, and then she just took a picture of that celebrity, crumpled it up, and ate it. And that was the video she put up. And
Hilarious.
people were pissed. And I was like, yes.
What did you expect? Like,
I was like, yes. I mean, well, she does post a lot of like lewd stuff.
yeah,
Like that's like her,
Yeah, it's on
that's her
brand.
whole platform.
yeah, she trolled.
And then she got everyone. But she put like 6 videos up at like weeks after. And she's like, I'm sorry I got you guys. And then she kept getting the internet. It was like they kept getting got. She's like, I'm sorry guys. I'll actually put up this video of another like sexual innuendo.
She just did
and
it
then
again?
she did it again
Oh
for
my
like 5
God.
or 6 videos.
That's hilarious.
And I'm like, yo.
I mean, she knows it's carrot and stick. I mean, I think this
It's
whole
golden.
OnlyFans thing is basically the same thing that the birth of streaming did for independent artists. So like now, like with porn, you don't need the big, studio to shoot the porn.
Yeah, anyone can be a porn star.
Anybody can be a porn
Yeah,
star.
but that's what the amateur section's for.
But to see the amateurs, they still
it's like a step above.
A lot of the amateurs are also on OnlyFans.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying prior to OnlyFans, amateur was still like it's a step above.
It was Kim K.
It's like you're kind of trying. It's just
Don't get me started.
It just like
on
looks
the
bad. Like
Kardashians.
OnlyFans,
Useless family.
OnlyFans, there's no expectation that it's going to be like a 4K video. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no expectations.
Right.
But I'm saying it puts the power into the actual porn stars, hands, so to speak. And the same thing with
I think
artists
we're just trying to compete with Patreon.
who like needed a record label. Now they can just release their music independently and get the money directly. They don't have to cut it, 50 times before it gets to them. So that's kind of how I see it. The analogy
Interesting.
with music and.
All right, gentlemen. Well, I'm getting hungry. So before we go, two
I'm
things.
Starving.
Two things.
Feed me.
I'm gonna get some food after this. Business card. You want to show me this? It's been sitting on the table looking at it all day. So what the fuck is it?
So I was bored during quarantine, and remembered a meme I saw on iFunny in middle school back in like 2012, and so I got the business cards actually made. So like it's not my original idea, but I actually spent $15 and had 250 of these made. So I brought them in as a little housewarming gift. So I'm gonna let you read one of these off, Liam, while I.
Are they both?
are
they all the same thing? Okay.
Yeah.
The way you pulled in makes me wish your dad had pulled out. Learn to park. Oh god, that's amazing.
So I've left probably about 12 of these on people's windshields because they're parked like complete and utter assholes. But I also only use them when people are parked like complete and utter assholes.
Learn to park. Yeah, this Mickey Mouse in the middle.
With double.
I love this.
So I keep a bunch on me. I've given a bunch to friends.
This is the best business card I've ever got.
But here's the thing.
Where's my wallet?
I don't use it on people who are just like slightly too far over.
No, they gotta be blatant.
But I'll use it on the asshole who's like crisscrossed over a second space.
Ah, fuck,
or
my
like
wallet's in the car.
Parked like that close to my driver's side door. And I'm like, all right. Yeah, there's your wallet.
I'm gonna left my wallet in the car. So that's great. I'm glad you brought me these.
So
I'm gonna hang on to these.
I wanted to give your buddy as a
I'll leave one for Christian, and I'll take two for myself.
And I'm like, I love these. And you're in Hoboken, so that just all the more.
Dude,
reason to use
I'm gonna tell you what.
I've got a shit ton of them, so if you ever run out, just let me know.
Last 2 years ago when I moved, I had to get like the no parking sign so I can keep the moving truck in there, and the cars were still there. I'm gonna hang on to these for when I move again because I know it's gonna happen again.
Are you gonna move somewhere else in Hoboken?
Yeah, Jazz and I are gonna move in together.
Oh yeah, I did hear about that.
Yeah,
congratulations.
So that's a plan. So that's gonna be fun. But before we go, last thing, Chris, I know you don't listen to this podcast, but that's okay because this is a curveball at the end. The last question of the podcast always goes to the guest. So, is any question you ever wanted to ask me?
I wish you gave
all
me
these
this. I would have
years.
prepared something.
No. On this, if you listen to the podcast, motherfucker, you would have known it was coming.
It's okay because I'm gonna ruin your fucking day.
All right.
Where was the first wank you had? Explain.
The other part is I can always plead the fifth.
No. If you're gonna not give me time to prepare.
Nah, dude, new question. I'm not answering that question. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. I don't remember.
I don't remember.
All right.
Although I'll give you 10 for the originality.
I thought it was pretty solid, especially for coming up like
yeah,
that.
I mean, you can always plead the fifth too, because I throw you on the spot.
But that's no fun.
I know it's no fun, but I always give you an out.
Yeah, well, outs are for pussies. All right, so I'm gonna take it back to the gladiatorial arena.
Okay.
If you had to be in one of those, like any gladiatorial fight, like chariot racing, fighting a lion, fighting another person, or like naval battles, what would it be and why? Like, they used to flood the Colosseum.
Yeah, you used to flood the Colosseum
into it.
How many ships? And how many people on the ships?
We'll say with like 3, and you got a team of, I don't know, however the hell many it takes to man a ship.
I'd probably do the ships.
Elaborate. Come on. You need to know elaboration. I'm
going to give you a second, motherfucker. I'm going to answer your question. I'd probably do a ship because I have no idea how it would work. It'd be a complete wild card. And I feel like all I would need to do is just steer. Like, I would just row the boat. That's all my job would be.
Row.
Yeah.
With those noodle arms.
Yeah, right? Yeah, exactly. These puppies right here. Like, I feel like the highest chance of survival would be the naval battle. Lion, I'm dead. 1-1 Gladiator, dead. Chariot race, that's a close second. But then I gotta know how to ride a chariot. At least I can row a boat in rhythm. It's not too hard.
Well, the boat is not just you. So
You got to rely on a bunch of other dipshits.
Yeah.
Well, are they dipshits? Do they know what they're doing?
It depends. If we're just randomly throwing William in. If this is a volunteer style like we were discussing earlier, they probably won't be dipshits. But if it's just, you know,
they probably
as
would
they
be
did
dipshits.
back in the day.
There's a bunch of slaves and prisoners.
Yeah. Like, that's a different story.
Yeah, I would
But at the
definitely.
same time, you're genuinely fighting for your life, so they'd probably try to be as least dipshit as possible.
Yeah, or I'm on the boat, like, shooting fire arrows.
You know how to shoot a bow?
It's hard. I can do it.
I'll teach you how to shoot a bow.
I mean,
You
although
should be an
we did
instructor.
it in gym in high school. We had like the
I'm
we had the
jealous.
assistant. Like it was like it wasn't like it's like a straight drawstring. It had like a little clip. You clip the arrow in and let go.
I'm jealous.
So it wasn't like legit, but it was I know how to shoot a bow. It's hard, but I know how to do it. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So
yeah.
what about you, Christian? What are you taking?
I'd say the 1-on-1 with the guy, or probably the boat. I'm not with it fighting a lion. Like,
Hell no, dude. Hell no.
Like, but the thing is, there is something to fighting like an animal. That like animals are smart, but they're not as smart as humans. So there might be a way to outsmart the lion. But like, you gotta kill the lion though. Like, it's you and a lion.
Yeah, lions are big.
Like, I'm not really trying to kill a lion.
and they're muscular.
'Cause,
They
like,
are
first you
strong
gotta
as
get close
shit.
enough to kill this thing, and like, it ain't going down without a fight.
And it's got paws. It'll still swat your swords away.
Well,
Like,
see, at least with lions though, it'll kill you quickly.
not really.
No, lions
They'll
don't
eat stuff alive.
Lions don't. No, that's bears.
might
Lions
get-
don't play with their
it might
food.
get
Lions
you
go right
right
for the
here.
jugular and just kill you.
All right. So then,
But it's
If-
not
if
gonna
we-
be quick though.
It could be.
if your throat's ripped out, I mean, it's suffocation though. It's not like instant like the movies where you got shot in the throat. It's like you're suffocating on your own blood as you're.
No, it can
Everything
just go
fails.
bite your neck and you're dead.
I think I'm going with the guy. Those are the three options, right?
Or
any
or
other-
a chariot. Or,
Yeah,
a chariot
or maybe
is.
like they
What is
do a
it- what is
play.
a chariot?
You don't know what a chariot is?
No.
So it's
Pull up a
like
picture.
you have two horses in front that you're basically
yourself, you don't need to
behind
put it
on
on
a
the screen.
cart. Yeah, chariots are sweet. Chariots are sweet.
Chariots are pretty sweet.
Um,
Chariots are pretty badass.
yeah, chariots are pretty badass.
You have to
but
whip.
it would basically
Mush!
be like a race, but as you're racing, you're also trying to murder each other.
Oh, that seems kind of fun.
Yeah, that's like multitasking. That's hard.
Yeah.
Although there can be two people on the
So
chariot.
we got the chariot up.
Sometimes. It
yeah,
depends.
yeah, that's a chariot.
Okay, I mean, I know what a chariot is. I didn't know what.
So
Like
it would be
the-
so you know the shape.
Yeah,
of
you'd be
this
the one on the
table?
far right.
Instead of a circle, it would be like an oval, kind of like this table, like a track.
Yeah, yeah.
And you'd be racing around the track, but also trying to murder each
you
other.
You run the 400.
See, that seems kind of fun. It also so the options are chariot, 1-on-1 with another human being.
Oh, like 3-on-3. They would do 3-on-3 combat.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
Lion,
team
yeah.
combat.
But that sucks. Then you're also relying on two people because you might end up in a 2-on-1 then. If
Yeah,
one
then
of
you
your idiot
have
friends
mega fuck.
dies.
Or you can 2-on-1 them. You can double team them.
Right.
Eiffel Tower. Eiffel Tower.
Precisely.
I'm going with the 1-on-1 or the
Alright.
chariot.
I'm gonna stick
I don't
with
know
Navy.
about this ship thing. Like, I don't know about all that.
I mean, how big is the Colosseum? Because also, how are they filled up with water?
The Romans were way smarter than us.
Where'd the water come from?
If we gave the Romans modern equipment, guarantee there'd be a space elevator already.
They just have like pull and spring and just like
Yeah, they just
Until they
brought
filled it up?
Bucket
buckets.
by bucket.
they buy buckets.
That's what all the slaves were for.
I guess.
Bring us water, peasants.
And it's like, how did the pyramids get built? Slavery.
Aliens.
Aliens.
Aliens. The Alien and Hitler channel.
The
That's
ghost
where I
of the
learned
ghost
about
of Joe
that.
Rogan. All right, but that was fun, guys. Christian, how long we go for?
That was 1:14.
All right, that's what I was feeling. I was feeling my bones. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a Talking with Tarashuk podcast. Thank you again to my cousin Christopher.
Talking with Tarashuks.
Talking with Oh, you're right. Talking with
I'm
Tarashuks.
always right.
That's a good one. That's the name of the episode. Talking with Tarashuks. That was good. That was good. Christopher, your plug.
Follow me on Twitch, Instagram, OnlyFans. I did start a Paperwork Gaming OnlyFans because someone said I wouldn't. There's nothing on there because OnlyFans will not let me post videos. Bullshit, by the way. And TikTok,
Really?
all Paperwork Gaming.
Interesting. Well, I'm not going to check that out because I'm not a moron.
It's stupid. It doesn't let me put stuff on OnlyFans.
I'm not a moron, but I am Will Tarashuk. T as in Thomas, Arashuk. Thank you so much for listening to the podcast. All the podcasts can be found anywhere podcasts can be found: iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Google, Apple. I said iTunes and Apple twice.
Yeah, leave us a funny review so we can read them out loud sometime, maybe.
Oh, I can't wait to read comments. Christian, people got really mad at the stairs, really mad at you for saying right-wing media is worse than left-wing media. People got fucking mad.
Whatever.
Yeah, I know. Whatever.
I saw that
right.
clip the other day, and I was like, he's kind of right.
It's way more extreme. They're like Tucker Carlson be ripping people up, but like always the most unqualified people though.
If you bring a dipshit on, you're gonna get dipshit answers.
Stupid people ask stupid questions and get stupid answers. Christian, your plugs.
CubeRecordingStudios.com, Montclair, New Jersey. Come through. Audio, video, we can handle it all, as you can see, and get you live streamed on all platforms: Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, or anyone that I didn't think of. That's all I got to say on that.
Yeah, OnlyFans.
Also quite handsome, by the way.
Oh yeah. eligible bachelor.
All right,
ladies.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for listening. We'll see you next time. Next episode, I don't know when I'm going to release this one. I got to figure out the order. But we'll see you there. Y'all take care.